games in the Bundesliga so far. The goal was Leverkusen debut, a 3-3 draw with Werder Bremen. Penalised though there by Philip Duic. And here comes the resulting free kick. Stupinian is standing over it. Silva there as well. Looks like it might be set up here for the left foot of Stupinian, Christian Pulisic's teammate at Milan. And it is, but it wasn't great execution. Half an hour in, still 1-0.
Yep. And yeah, going back to that goal, wonderful former U.S. center back in the studio, Omar Gonzalez. I'd be curious his thoughts on that situation. They could have handled that a little bit better. Obviously, very easy to play between the lines, but Valencia, very difficult striker to.
Almost causing problems there, Valencia putting the press on for Matt Freese, but the US able to get away with it as it's cleared forward once again, and it's a brave header to get it away from Robinson. Tessman sliding into the challenge, and now Aidan Morris, McKennie going in there as well. Morris brings it forward. Here's Balogun as the US can break down the right side. It's Aidan Morris looking for support here. He's got Weah on the overlap, and Tim Weah towards the byline, can't get on the end of it, and it's out for a goal kick.
That's a real shame. Weston McKennie was making an excellent internal run. Morris just bit the wrong pass and obviously put too much weight on it.
US Soccer on TNT is presented by Volkswagen from Q2 Stadium in Austin, Texas, just after the half-hour mark. It's 1-0 for Ecuador here against the United States.
Yeah, I'd imagine Pochettino's happy with the response he saw after they conceded. They got right back to the game plan. Yeah, they've been very intentional and precise with their passing. Their high starting position and the wing-back roles is still working. They're just getting right back to the game plan. Balogun's been a complete handful. He's been irresistible.
Halfston forward towards halfway. McKennie. Morris pushing it forward down the left side.
Yeah, one thing U.S. has done so well with that first outlet pass gets closed off. Balogun has been wonderful. It's not just putting the ball into an area they hope he's there. I mean, he is intentionally making his way over to that side of the field as that second pass. They get a little height on it to try to break that first line of pressure. They've done it several times now, and it's been really excellent in neutralizing that counter-pressing threat of Ecuador.
Way down the right side there. In towards Tessman. And this is Ream. Morris finds Afston. Hasn't been able to get forward too much so far tonight, but they'll find Morris here, the Middlesbrough man just outside the box with the cross in. Tillman able to, McKennie brings it down, back for Tillman now. Strong challenge on the edge of the area. The referee says it's all ball and allows Valencia to bring it away. Broken up by Robinson, and this is Morris.
Really well done by Miles Robinson there, by the way. Perfect position if the ball gets turned over. It's a dangerous counter-attacking opportunity right there to make sure that they were able to win that ball back.
.34 minutes on the clock in Austin. Another free kick given here.
Should be stopping that.
Duic taking charge of his first US international game.
He rolls that left ankle as he's trying to step over, immediately goes down to grab it.
Philip
be a
Duich
loss.
became famous on social media. You might have seen the clip, Kyle, where he
Who?
was refereeing, the referee,
Oh.
Philip Duich, refereeing the St. Louis game last year, and he gave it the big VAR announcement on the microphone and said there was no offside, and everybody started cheering, and then he said, however, there was a foul on the play, no goal. He went viral across
That was an amazing moment.
the world
Good
of
timing.
football.
Good timing.
Yeah, comedic timing, unless you were a St. Louis fan
Yeah.
at the time. That's the man in charge tonight. 10 minutes until half-time here. Ecuador leading by 1-0. 16th all-time meeting. Ecuador were unbeaten in the first 8 against the US. Now the US losing 1 of the last 7. The last time they played was March of 2019 in Orlando, when Jesse Zardes scored the goal assisted by Ream.
Never understood the pouring the water on the foot. That's still going on. I don't know.
You never did that? It must make a difference.
No,
Maybe it's different water these days.
Socks soaking wet.
Estupinian back to his feet. He was suspended for the 0-0 draw against Juve last Sunday. Red card in a 2-1 win against Napoli a couple of weeks ago. That 2-1 win against Napoli. Christian Pulisic had a wonderful game that day. He was the star of the show. You could just see how much it meant to that team at the end of that game. Huge early season game in Serie A. Lovely turn here from Austin as he gets his way into the box and takes a deflection through. And it's behind off Balogun after another save by Galindo's. Great reaction save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, again, Weston McKennie did a wonderful run through the midfield. And as this ball deflects, I mean, it looks like it might at least catch that post. But watch Galindo's. Just quick. Make sure he palms it at least far enough where Balogun doesn't have a good opportunity at it. Well, those runs out of the midfield from Weston McKennie, I mean, this formation really plays to all of his strengths. He's been excellent with being an outlet, getting on the ball in the middle, but at times being that second threat up top with Balogun and making the runs through.
There are 3 central defenders out there for Mauricio Pochettino, but this is a fluid, flexible formation for sure. Tessman.
Tillman's been a little bit quiet. You need to, don't want to see him dropping deep to try to get in the game. Just kind of find a way to impact it and get on the ball a little more often.
Now forward for Balogun once again. Flag goes up on the far side for offside. And Gerard Cara-Labouille, the assistant referee from Montreal.
That was close. Another look at it. Well off, you can see the cut of the grass. A couple feet offside. Really well done from Bacho. Watched him do that and just took one little step forward.
Pacho with the crossfield ball, trying to pick out Preciado down the right side. Turned back by Yeboah. Through the middle towards Valencia, the flag is up. He was in around the back of Richards, and that's because he was offside. Tessman driving forward here deep into the Ecuador half. Wide to the right now for Ware. Ware standing that cross up towards McKennie on the edge of the box. Austin tries to bring it down against Preciado. Austin flicks it through. Chance for Tillman, but the flag is up.
Balogun having a little word with Tessman. There was an opportunity there to slip him in early on in that sequence. It just took a couple extra touches. Did really good job to recycle that opportunity. And Pochettino, deep communication and discussion with his coaching staff, who we trust a lot to give him some good information. And I imagine he's got to be happy with what he's seen so far.
Coming up next, the Volkswagen half-time show. Brian Dunseth, Marcus Beasley and Katie Whiffen pitchside with the highlights from the first 45 minutes. As the challenge comes in there from Miles Robinson, he's got a yellow card. Interested to see this one again. But Philip Dujic was straight into his top pocket to get the card. Up against Paez.
This happens sometimes where someone looks at the position of a foot, not realizing how that foot got in that position. The ball bouncing his leg up and making it look like it's a higher tackle and over the ball. It's a subtle nuance that you could call a foul, but for me, that's not a yellow card.
Andrew Paez, the player, down, 18 years old. He's on loan from Chelsea. With Strasbourg, he was the youngest goal scorer ever in South American World Cup qualifying. And now Estupiñán's down again.
That's a big loss for them. Yeah, that little sequence that we saw where it just looked like when it rolled, he immediately grabbed at it. I've been watching him. He hasn't been moving comfortably ever since. Big blow for Ecuador.
So it seems as if they will be forced into a change here as we head towards half-time.
And this is that moment. As much as he leaps over and gets his foot planted, a little bit of contact, just he doesn't have the entire weight on it. Rolls over immediately, and you can see he grabs at it in discomfort. That's the end of the day for him.
Ecuador not yet with a substitute ready here. The head coach Sebastian Berkesesi is on the edge of the technical area trying to get some instructions on. And they're trying to rush to get Rama Medina in. Time being, they're a man down as Tessman has it wide for Weah on the far side. There's down the left touchline. Lovely skill, but Richards is back there to play that one back. Chabot was trying to cause trouble. He's out to Richards once again. It's the US look to bring this forward inside the final 3 minutes of the first half here in Austin. From Enner Valencia, the first time the US have conceded in 6 previous games here. They'd scored 14 and hadn't given up a goal. Estupiñán's day is done, and with a Genk left back, Medina, to come in. Here's Reed. Now this is Morris carrying it forward. He's got Arston down to the left side. And this time the free kick does go the way of the US as Morris is fouled, and they'll make the change here with Medina coming in. 9 appearances across the league and Europa League in Belgium this season with Genk. 90 minutes in a 2-1 win against Gender, the bottom side, last Sunday. Just a third cap though. Where? Lovely play here as the ball's driven in and just creeps wide. It took a deflection on the way through, and it will be a US corner here in the final 90 seconds of the half.
Beautiful bit of ingenuity here. Quick little toe poke. 1-2. Yeah, the pass is a little bit behind him, but he's able to drag it in front of him, clean it up quickly. The deflection almost forces it into that far post. Good opportunity right before half here for the US.
The 6th corner. Berkesesi, the Ecuador coach, is halfway down the touchline, trying to get instructions onto his team here. In towards the front post, it's headed behind for another corner. This will be number 7. I mean, he's so far outside his technical area, you can just see him there at the bottom of the picture. Fourth official, Carly Shaw McLaren, trying to get the coaching staff back inside the
she's staying in
technical area.
She's go out of it and get him.
Tillman here with the corner. The referee once again having a word in there with Tanner Tessman. It's the most US corners in the first half under Mauricio Pochettino. This is number 7. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Tillman's ball in towards the back post. Galindez claims. That's why she couldn't go get him. She was waiting for the board for the time when it got to 45 minutes. So now that she's put the board up, she can go and make sure that Berkes says he's back in his technical area. I've never seen a coach so far down the touchline.
For so long.
For so long. He may as well have been on the pitch. He was right now. Apparently he has. Yes, he is now, right now, inside the touchline. Where? Down the right side. And Robinson gets it back through for Weah here. The ball-in can't find Balogun. It's out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, Balogun frustrated because in these moments where the US has done such a good job of getting in these wide positions, that final pass, that final decision just hasn't been as sharp as it needs to be. But Balogun's runs have been there. I mean, he's made a few really strong and dynamic runs that if the U.S. was a little quicker and decisive in how they delivered the ball in, he was going to get a chance.
US Soccer on TNT is brought to you by Volkswagen and the all-new 2025 Tiguan. Push forward down the right by Robinson. McKennie here, trying to see what's available. Tim Weah is right there, but Vite will turn and bring the ball away, and he's fouled. Pedro Vite had a wonderful season in Vancouver, made it all the way to the CONCACAF Champions Cup final before leaving halfway through the season to move to Mexico. A minute of the 3 being added on, still to be played here. Galindez driving the ball forward. He played in all 3 games at the World Cup in Qatar. Ream heads it away. And now pushed through the middle for Balogun to chase onto. Balogun shoulder to shoulder with Ordonez. Balogun steps inside. Can he get the shot away here? Rolls it back for Morris, and it takes the deflection wide. I think it might have clipped the foot of Tim Weah on the way through.
Wonderful ball here from Weston McKennie. Excellent. Balogun shows his pace. Pacho, just this little touch right here with his toe. I mean, just really good defending that he was able to get that deflection. It's actually Weah that gets in the way of Tessman. That would have been a wonderful goal right there. The U.S. getting in their own way, but again, Balogun just excellent. I mean, Pacho did everything he could to make sure that he couldn't get a shot off and forced that pass back. Unfortunate for the U.S., they couldn't get that shot on frame.
Balogun has had a very good first 45 minutes, but the United States head in at the break, trailing by 1-0. Enner Valencia scored it for Ecuador in the 24th minute. Hispanic Heritage Night on TNT is presented by AT&T. McKennie was in camp last year in Austin for Mauricio Pochettino's first camp, but he left after the first game. He didn't play because of an injury. This is his first camp since March. He played 4 Nations League games in a row under Mauricio Pochettino. The 2 games against Jamaica in November, and then the Panama and Canada games in the Nations League in March. Cap number 61 for Weston McKennie today. And the second half underway with Ecuador making those 2 changes and leading by 1-0, scored by Enner Valencia. Valencia, his 48th international goal, Pachuca man, on his 101st appearance for his country. Richards with the ball forward towards Tessman. And now McKennie down the right side. That's pushed towards Balogun, who had a strong first half, and Pacho will look to clear away here. PSG man high over halfway, where Robinson can head it back. Valencia with the goal, his 2nd career goal against the United States. 11 years to the day since scoring against them previously. 2014 it was in East Hartford, Connecticut, a 1-1 draw. Ream with the ball back towards Fries, who was just able to get there. Fries and Ream both making their 9th start in a row, the longest active streak of any player with the US men's national team right now.
Yeah, Tillman's got a touch. We were talking about him fighting the game a little more in the first half, and Paul Carr mentioned to me tied for lowest touches of the outfield players. Just want to see him be a little more aggressive in how he tries to go get himself into the game.
66% possession in the first half for the United States. They led in shots 6-4, 2-1 on target, and heavily in favor of the US for corners in the first 45, with 7 and just 1 for Ecuador. Al-Sabar will take the free kick on the far side. Just a 5th cap for Jordi Al-Sabar, the 26-year-old. September was his first call-up in 2 years. Started against Paraguay, came on against Argentina. Part of the side that finished 3rd at the Under-20 World Cup in 2019 in Poland. Here he is with the delivery here. Al-Sabar's ball in. And Vite couldn't get there, and here come the US forward over halfway with Ware. He's got support from Tillman in the middle. Balogun making a run to the right, and wide to the left, it's Max Afton. Afton against Preciado. All the way back towards Tim Reed. Morris finds McKennie. McKennie looking to try and pick out Tessman at the back post. The cushion's header flicked away there by Vite, and here comes Angulo, the substitute. Angulo straight past Morris, wide to the right it goes. And it's Kevin Rodriguez chasing forward on the far side. Rodriguez up against Ream here. Plays the ball across, can't find the goal scorer, Valencia. Back towards Reed. Pushing forward with Arston down the left side here. He's got support from McKennie up against Preciado on that left touchline. Arston. Now McKennie. McKennie through for Arston, and the challenge coming in from Joel Ordonez, who read it well. This is Morris on the edge of the area, finds Tessman. Strong challenge coming in, sends Tillman to the ground. This is Weah into the path of Balogun. Balogun across goal! Tillman still down on the edge of the area. Lovely skill here from Angulo down the left touchline, and then the free kick given against the US, and Mauricio Pochettino and his staff are not happy with the refereeing.
I think you're right. This looked like a foul. It looked like an obvious foul. And yes, the ball, I mean, gets absolutely hammered. And it's potential. It's a penalty. And he's tiptoeing the line. And yes, it makes it on to Balogun. But that's not so clearly a great goal-scoring opportunity that you wouldn't call that. I mean, I have to get another look at that. But I think there's a very strong shout for a penalty there.
Down the right side. Captain tonight for Ecuador. Actually had a loan spell at Charlotte FC in their expansion season in 2022.
Here's another, I mean, this is a penalty. Yeah, no, we got to see another angle. It looked like he was standing right over the line.
Was it inside, do you think?
Just
on the line?
That contact is pretty clear that it comes. It's a foul. We just got to find that contact. While he's on that line over that line in the box, that looked like a penalty.
Either way, something should have been called. And Mauricio Pochettino and his staff were making their points with quite a lot of vigor.
Here's the line. So we're going to look here. Ooh, it's right outside.
Just outside.
Right outside.
Just outside.
So, I guess not. not as cruel, but if you ask yourself, do you want a free kick from right there or the ball on the Balogun? Maybe it's a debate.
Tillman against Franco on the far side. Arston, lovely footwork, he's fouled. A few ironic cheers coming from the stands as the US get the decision after good footwork from Arston.
I mean, he's been a totally different player since the switch to a back three. And I think that freedom and that coming late and high starting position, I mean, he's really thriving in it.
Talk about the flexibility of the positioning, and Miles Robinson is tucked inside at the moment here as it comes out towards Tessman wide on the right. Now Richards. Here is Miles Robinson, the Cincinnati man, down the right side towards Ware, looking to help it on for Tessman to chase, but Pedro Vita's there, he's lost the ball, it's Tessman here, can he find Balogun? And put behind the challenge from Ordonez, a goal kick is given.
So it's like a one-on-one competition with Balogun, who's playing excellent, and Pacho has been next to him every step of the way. Lovely little run, feints far post. It's just a little bit ahead of him. Wonderful from the Ecuadorian defender to get there and make that play. You just get the sense it's coming for Balogun. He's going to get his goal this game.
Headed away there by Ream. Now Tillman. Tim Ream celebrating his 38th birthday on Sunday. And he became the 4th field player and 6th player in US men's national team history to earn a cap after the 38th birthday. We'll give you a quiz question and ask you who the last outfield player was to earn a cap after a 38th birthday, but it was an awful long time ago. Since then, Marcus Hanneman has done it as a goalkeeper. Tim Howard has done it. In fact, won 10 caps after the age of 38.
I know it wasn't
Tim Howard. It was not.
I retired at 28.
Brecky. 2001.
I've got all my help, too. I just looked to the left of you.
Oh, Dunny's trying to help you cheat.
Everyone was trying to
write
get
the answers
there
on a piece of paper. Shocking.
I did not phone a friend on that one. What a chop. The Brecky chop. Anyone that played against Brecky fell for that every single time.
There were a couple of big saves in the first half from Hernan Gerlindez. His ball downfield is headed back over halfway by Richards. Here's McKennie, picked up by Pedro Vite in the midfield.
Yeah, a lot of credit for Robinson and Richards. They've been playing on, you forget, they've been playing on yellow cards this whole time. They've stayed aggressive, they've been combative, they've met every single challenge that's come their way since that one goal. Really playing well together. And if this back three starts to solidify, think about the wing-back options. And, you know, Jedi, when he's healthy, Desk's coming back into form. And there's plenty of players that really thrive with a stable back three that frees them up to go forward.
Plenty of experience in a back three for a lot of the players out there today. Tessman heads this one forward to Morris. Morris plays in front of a back three at Middlesbrough.
Yeah, the thing I want to see is if Tillman struggles to find the game or make a change, I mean, Pulisic next to Weston McKennie under the battle the way he's playing, they would be menacing.
Tillman, just a case of if Christian Pulisic is 100% and ready to go.
Well, knowing him, I'm sure he wants to jump out there.
Morris is fouled by Angulo.
That's funny. I was texting with John Harkes, a former teammate of mine, you know, legend for the U.S. national team, and it's just, he said the same thing that we were feeling, is that, you know, from his vantage point, he's a coach and he knows what this team's been through. It just feels different. This is even though they're down 1-0, this is the positive, you know, competitive, spirited performance that we always want to see from the U.S. John was part of teams that were absolutely known for that, right? I mean, just teams that were the first to go toe-to-toe, right? 94 was such a special moment with some of the world powers and be difficult to play against. And evolution is, right, like keeping the ball against Ecuador, but yes, we want to play this dynamic way in attacking, but we can't lose that spirit that's there today.
think McKennie was trying to pick out Arston there, who had made the run down the left side, but it's all the way through towards Gurlingers.